I'm the grandmother, the bubby of the family, and we are here to make chicken soup together and add matzo balls, or knedlach, as we call them in Jewish.
Hi, I'm Barry Ruderman. I'm the second generation of Rudermans.
I'm Simona Ruderman. I'm the youngest of the family.
And I'm Naomi Ruderman, the bubby, or the grandmother. My grandparents ran away from Romania. My grandfather was supposed to go into the Romanian army because that was a requirement at that time for young men. He knew that it was extremely dangerous for a Jewish person to be in the army because that's exactly where you would be killed, probably, by your fellow officers and so on. And they ran to Minneapolis. They got to the United States. My mother was born in the United States, so she was an American, first generation. My father's side, my father was from the Russian area, Ukraine, and they were running away from the pogroms and the dangers of living with the Tsar and the government problems that Russia had at the time, and the anti-Semitism. So they ran. They tried to get into the United States, but their quota was such that they couldn't make it. So they went to Canada and became farmers. Chicken soup. It's not anything that's unique to us. I think everybody makes chicken soup. The way I like to make it is with cut up pieces of chicken. Put the chicken to pieces individually in the boiled water. Add vegetables such as carrots and parsnip and celery. Now Simona is cutting up the onion and the garlic that we're going to soon add to our chicken soup. We have our pot boiling with water, and we have added our chicken pieces, cut up chicken pieces.
Matzo ball soup takes me back to my childhood. It has a lot of happy family memories shared both when I was, a teen and a preteen, memories of my young children in Redlands around the dinner table with Bubby and Zeta.
Here, let me give you these bay leaves. They put in about 3, 4, whatever. The bay leaves we don't eat. You remove them later from the soup when you go to eat the soup, but it adds flavor to our dish. Okay, now we have to let everything simmer together, and we will add a few things here and there in terms of salt, because all soups need a lot of salt, and so we'll wait and we'll taste it at the end of our cooking session. Pretty much, we'll taste it and see how it tastes and see what we want to add to it. Matzo ball soup to me means comfort. It means something that I can make and feel like I really enjoy. This is the matzo meal. This is what everybody waits for, the matzo balls, the knedlach. 1 knedel, many knedlach.
2 knedlach.
2 knedlach. So you buy your matzo meal, it's already down in the way it should. You read your recipe, which is the way I'm doing it here. It's something that I see that all my grandkids love, my own children loved. And you don't make it every day, but when you make it, no matter how many times a year you make it, you will love it. It's something to look forward to, so it's a comfort food, I think. And we want to double it, because one portion makes about 12 matzo balls, smaller ones. So we're going to double that. And let me get you a measuring cup. I use the matzo mix, which is already made up, the matzo meal. And do whatever it says to do it on the box, which is to add eggs, a little bit of water, a little bit of vegetable oil or olive oil, and let it take your mixture, let it sit in the refrigerator so it kind of hardens a little bit, gets rid of a lot of the moisture. We're putting it in at 1253. We want it to be in there about 20 minutes, 25 minutes, whatever, so it really chills. Okay? So Simona, you figure out what 25 plus 53 and what time it'll be. Whatever. You can use your cell phone even if you need to.
I got this. We'll be at 1:18.
118? Okay. 118 is why it's so.
I knew that private school education would come in handy.
Yay! And then remove the chicken, cut it up into small little pieces, put them back into the soup so we'll have some protein. Simona's filling the knedel pot up with water that we're going to boil. It'll be salt water. And then boil these small little matzo balls that you spoon out and work with your hands, but without making a tight ball. You make it just a very light ball, kind of shape it. And irregular shapes are nice. Once she gets all the knedlach in there, then we simmer it for 30 to 40 minutes in the salt water that we've already made. With our matzo balls, our knedlach, have finished boiling. They've been boiling for about 40 minutes. And Simona's putting them over, transferring them over to the soup. The next thing we have to do, once we do that, is sit down at the table and enjoy.
With all of our family who's coming.
The family will be coming, and not only will we have good soup and knedlach to eat, but the joy of being with family and enjoying everybody's company.
Well, hello.
Hi!
After you.
Oh no!
Hello.
Hi.
How are you? How did it go?
What else you can do? You got elastic, right?
To me, being Jewish means that I'm different from a lot of people and that I have something unique and special that a lot of people like to hear about sometimes. And it's a lot of fun to take pride in who I am and show people what I am.
I think that being Jewish means to me having been raised in a cultural experience that encouraged questioning on an institutional basis, where even the most sacrosanct and important religious activities and holidays gave me the ability to question my existence and question the institutions around me and live and adapt to being a more complete and well thought out human being.
For us to share a moment of making matzo ball soup and doing these things together thrills me, and it's just been a pleasure. It's helped to keep me alive and be happy. Thank you so much, both of you and all of you, for being part of my family and all the rest of our wonderful family. I love you.